Hey guys, it's your girl NylahSays. I just wanted to interrupt some bullshit real quick. So, have y'all been watching this YouTube soap opera, Sinetta versus Hassan Campbell, Poppy, whatever you want to call this Negro? Ain't that some shit? I mean, I'm watching these videos and I am thoroughly entertained. So, I don't even know how this shit started, but if you go to your YouTube search bar and you put in Poppy versus Sinetta or whatever, it's gonna be so many videos coming up or whatever. I wish that the shit was staged, but I honestly think that this is an actual for real beef. It's normal for men to beef and stuff like that, so that's not the thing. But it just, first of all, I just have to say this. I don't know if you know the Hassan Campbell dude or whatever, but he's a guy that I would say started the Me Too movement. So was it last year, before last? I want to say it was like maybe 2016 or whatever. He came out and said that Africa Bambaataa molested him. And so after that, a whole bunch of other men said that he molested him or whatever. So it was like, okay, so he is sugar booty or whatever, and he's doing this shit or whatever. So he went on tour with all of the other YouTube celebrities and conscious groups or whatever. And from this, he built a platform. Mainly, he built his platform through Sinetta, because, Sinetta is like HBO of YouTube of the conscious and religious community or whatever you want to call it or whatever. So Sinetta is cool with me or whatever. That's my Dominican brother, but, he getting a little long in the tooth, so sometimes he be tripping or whatever, but I don't really have a problem with him. I think that, in this sector, he is not this sector because I'm not a part of their shit, but in that sector, he's definitely an OG or whatever. And I do think that you have to give credit where credit is due. And you gotta, kind of respect the hierarchy, for lack of better words. And when I saw him get into it with Polite, I don't have any respect for Polite at all. But when I saw him get into it with Polite, what I saw, even though most of their all of what they talk about be bullshit. Some of it, be some legit stuff, but a lot of it is bullshit to me. But what I saw, my interpretation of seeing that beef was the young guy who just don't have respect for the old guard. When I watched how Polite was super disrespectful or whatever, because that's the thing. I don't think that Sinetta is no angel and that he perfect or whatever, but I think that I don't think he's like one of those dudes that just have like fucked up intentions or whatever. I really do think that he genuinely probably is a decent dude or whatever, but they just, them niggas be on some bitch shit in my opinion. And the guy Hassan, I just think this dude a fraud. Like, even down to the molestation thing. And, I know people gonna get mad because, I don't, agree with molestation and all that kind of stuff. I definitely don't. I'm not trying to victim shame. So y'all motherfuckers don't come for me with that. But I just don't think someone who has this claim to be running with killers when they was in prison gets out of prison as a teenager, upper teenager, I think 16 or 17, and he's trying to be a rapper, so he's hanging with African Bambaataa. I just don't think that, I don't believe, and God forgive me or whoever forgive me, if I'm wrong, I just don't believe that he was molested. I think he had a relationship that he thought that he was going to get a rap career from, and it never happened. And so he got mad and butthurt and decided to come out or whatever. Or either I think that somebody else might have found out that he was being a sugar booty. And so he wanted to come out to basically say, hey, this is what happened, so that he could draw attention from that and put it on Bambaataa. Now, I do think Bambaataa is full of shit and predatory and all that kind of stuff, because I do believe that multiple people coming out against somebody for that there's something there. He did something, and it probably was that. But looking at this dude, the way that he carries himself, this falsehood nigga shit, not to saying that he not from the hood or whatever, but if you've been around real niggas and you've been around real dudes, what that is. You know what that sounds like. You can see it in their eyes. I don't get that from Hassan. Hassan reminds me of a fucking false flagger. I'm sorry. He do. He reminds me of that dude who tries to act tough in whatever hood he goes in. If he go in a Crip hood, he acting like he a Crip or whatever, and they see the bitch in him and call him out and he get his ass whooped. That's what he reminds me of. I think that a lot of this shit is made up about him saying that Sinetta is setting him up to get him killed or whatever. Sinetta been out here for too many years and it had too many beefs to all of a sudden now you want to kill this dude. Fuck out of here. I just don't believe it. And if you think about it, this dude only been in these YouTube streets for what? Maybe 2 years or whatever. He literally built his platform from, Sinetta and going on a couple other people's shows and all that kind of stuff. But he's had so much drama for somebody, that's basically new, and he's always the fucking victim, like a woman. And like, to me, if you really examine his videos, like, he's just not, most of them for me are not intellectual. And that may just be my arrogance or whatever, but most of them are not intellectual, not very smart, are not very contextually accurate, and not as learned as they think they are. And, I know people that can run circles around them motherfuckers, like, for real. But Hassan is like, he's really, really dumb and unenlightened. I listen to a couple of his videos. I can't get through them all because I can't listen to dumb shit for long periods of time. But dude sounds ridiculous. Like, there's no authenticity in his G at all. Like, it's just not there. It's not there. He comes off as he has like, and I don't even think he realizes it, because he's one of those people that I think he may read or hear somebody say something, so he tries to build off their talking points, but because he doesn't understand what's behind it, he doesn't know how to carry the thought out properly. That's what I get from him. 'Cause he made a video a couple months ago where he was talking about the violence in Chicago, and he sounded like a white supremacist. And so I went on the video and I commented and I was trying to explain, like, yo, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, the murder in Chicago has been going down like for a couple of years. We're not even top 50 as far as, murder capital or whatever. You're talking from a white supremacist, like, kind of media agenda based standpoint. And he sounded dumb to me. But anyway, check his videos out and see if you feel the same way that I feel or whatever. If that's your guy or whatever, oh well, I shitted on him, I'm sorry. But like, I'm just not buying this beef. These dudes, I'm not to say I'm not buying the beef. I'm just not buying it that his life is in danger. This is more of him acting like a woman. He's learned how to get that feminine protection. And I think that's what it is. You know how women will always be a victim sometimes and act like shit is going down because they want somebody to rescue them and they can seek refuge underneath stuff. That's what he's doing to me. It's now, first is, oh, I'm being molested. Then is, oh, this person is lying on me. Now Sinetta trying to kill me. Nigga, please. I'm not buying it. But anyway, if you like my commentary, hit that like button, comment and subscribe. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button, comment and subscribe, and holler at me and let me know where I'm wrong. But when you do, just come correct. If there is something that you'd like me to cover, send me an email to NylahSays@gmail.com.